In this video, I will show you how to find out the sum of array elements of one dimension. First, look into this document. So arrays are represented like this. Array is a linear data structure which maintains the similar data elements of similar data type. So first 20 is the first element, 30 is the second element, 40 is the third element, 50 is the fourth element, and 60 is the fifth element. And if you want to access the array elements, then we need to take help of the index values. So index values are always starts from 0. The first index value, the first element located at index 0. The second element located at index 1. The third element located at index 2. The fourth element located at index 3. The fifth element located at index 4. If you observe here, the size of the array, how many elements are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is one first element, this is second element, this is third element, this is fourth element, and this is fifth element. So total number of elements are 5. This is called our n. Number of elements in the given array is 5. Now the first element is located at 0. The next elements are located at 1. This is 0. This is 1. The next element is 2. The next element is 3. And if you observe, the last element is located at n minus 1. N minus 1. This is n minus 1. What is our n value? N value is 5. 5 minus 1 becomes 4. So we should remember the beginning index value and we should remember the last index value. Why? Because we want to find out the sum, means we will start calculating the sum beginning from the first index value, next index value, third index value, fourth index value, and so on up to last index value. What is the last index value? Where it is located? N minus 1. What is n? Length of the array. So this representation we have to remember to find the sum of the elements of one dimensional array. Open the tool, create a new source file, add the relevant library files. So standard library file, that is standard input output header file. Then start the main function, origin point of execution flow of C program, and we need an array, input array. So my input array, I'm declaring it as an A. Initially, just I given some random size of the array, that is 20 number of elements I want to maintain, and I need a loop control variable I, which I want to iterate from beginning index 0 up to the last index n minus 1, and I need to collect the input value, array size, or I can give like size of the array, and I want to find out the sum. So to hold the sum, I am declaring a temporary variable sum, and it is initially with 0. Now we will provide a message to the user, enter the size of the array, enter the size of the array, and that should be scanned. As it is an integer, use the format specifier as %d ampersand. The variable name is size. After collecting the size of the array, we will ask the user to start entering the values. Enter array elements. How many elements they need to enter? Size, number of elements. That means the size is an integer, so I'm using format specifier %d, and we will specify enter 7 elements or enter 5 elements, like that. That number is stored in variable size. Now, as the number of elements are multiple number of elements are there, we need to take help of loop. When the same job is done multiple times, there is a requirement like this, then we will prefer loops. So our starting index value is 0, and this loop will stop when it reaches the last element. The last element is located at -1 and -1, and each time index value jumps by 1. Initially it is 0, in next case it is 1. So using scanf statement, we will try to collect the input values. So what is our array? A of I. When I is 0, it reads the first element. When I is equals to 1, it reads the second element. After this, After this, we need to find the sum of array elements. How can we do the find out the sum of the element? Again, we start our journey from 0 up to the last index n minus 1. Each time it is incremented by 1. That is okay. Now here we need to find the sum. That means sum is equals to sum plus all array elements. How can we involve all array elements? Because we kept this statement inside a loop. When I value is 0, it calculates first element. When I is equals to 1, it reads second element, and that is added to the previous sum. When I is equals to 2, it reads the third element. Like that, up to the last element, all elements are involved and those are added to this sum variable. Once it will come out of the loop, once it come out of the loop, the sum variable holds the sum of all their elements. That is actually percentile d. So it ends with semicolon. So save this program. So sum of array.c. Compile this program for checking errors. Yes, there are errors. Actually, yes, I given the variable name as size, but I used it as n, so I need to change it. Size minus 1. Here also size minus 1. Why? Because I used the variable name as size. If you are using n, then you can give it n minus 1. It's not a problem. So once we made any changes, immediately save it, compile. So no errors, no warnings. Then we can start calculating this one. So enter the size of the array 5. So enter the 5 array elements. It is asking us to enter 5 array elements. My first element is 11, next element is 22, next element is 33, next element is 41, next element is 40. Assume that. Just I entered some fancy numbers 11, 22, 33, 44, 55. Now, if you observe, it calculates the sum of the array elements are. So 11 plus 22, how much? 33. 33 plus 33, 66. 66 plus 44, 110. 110 plus 55, 165. So like this, we can find out the sum of the array elements of the given array. So what is the logic we followed? First, we we are allowing the user to enter the size of the array. So user is willing to enter 5 elements. Then we are asking the user to enter 5 elements by maintaining space. So first element that is located at 0, next element located at 1, next element 2, next element 3, next element 4. As I told you that last element is located at length minus 1. What is our size of the array? That is 5. 5 minus 1 is 4. So like that, sum is equals to sum plus a of 5. So based on that logic, we calculated the sum. So we are using two for loops. One for loop is to scan the input values. Another for loop is to find out the sum. Like this, we can find the sum.